Hey guys, it's Brian from XS Motorworks and welcome back to my shop. So hey, in the last episode I introduced you to this fine specimen of a 2006 Honda Civic Coupe. Well, fine specimen might be stretching it a little bit, but you get the general idea. It was a cheap specimen, a very cheap specimen. Came with no engine, only one door, most of the other things are all missing, but we don't care about that. As I said, what I'm really concerned with is the A-pillars here, and a little bit of the roof line and the firewall section. So that's actually where we're going to graft it onto. And ultimately, we might end up using this or just scrapping it. We want to make sure we get the window kind of in a right plane in the position that they're used to, as well as the dash configuration. We're going to see if that actually is a good seating position for us. So, to do that, first up, I got to make this car even lighter than it already is. And I'm going to do that by cutting off the back, and then I'm going to cut off the front section here. First, I think I'm going to start in the back. It's going to be a little easier, and then I'm going to have to tackle the front. The front's got some crumple zones, some additional metal, so I'm going to have to work through how I'm going to cut that off. But yeah, first up, let's go ahead and get this back section taken off the car. Okay, so there you have it. This is step number one in our do-it-yourself limousine project. Oh wait, that's a whole different thing we're working on. I forgot. This is a completely different car. Anyway, so the car is basically cut in half. Jacob, go ahead and do the honors and finish her up.
One little piece left.
Ooh, it is moving a lot.
All right,
ready?
1, 2, 3. All right. So if you're interested in the back half of a 2006 Honda Civic Coupe, why don't you hit me up and hey, give me the car. So next up in this episode, we'll be putting this, cutting up the front end, and then actually getting it grafted onto the car to a certain degree. Hopefully, if things go well, we got a lot of a good starting point. If not, throw it away. All right, so on with the show. We'll go ahead and cut off the front next. So I've got the what's left of the Honda up here on my chassis fabrication table. So when I did this measurement, as I said, this rake here is actually pretty close to what I've actually shown before on my car. So that might be able to be salvageable. The big challenge is this opening. As you can imagine, the Honda is quite a bit larger. Matter of fact, the frame rail is about 10 inches too long. So what I'm going to have to do is basically cut this off here, even hopefully, sorry about that, Bob, to be able to hopefully salvage the upper frame part. So what you're going to see me do next is really, I'm going to get this thing completely leveled, and then I'll use a laser line and mark exactly, where it's completely level across the frame so I can cut it at the appropriate height. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and set it on top of the other car, the other gas chassis, and see what it kind of looks like. So let's go ahead and get to it. So what I've been doing is obviously re-bracing the car and getting a laser line across here. The laser pointer, maybe you will see that on camera. So just using a construction laser and basically making sure everything is perfectly level to the ground before I start cutting. Once I do that, I'm just basically cutting everything off and ultimately getting rid of this floor. So the last thing I got to do right now is go ahead and cut the front section here. And this should be separated from this. So hopefully I can get that done here real quick. Success. Pretty excited about this. This is a long time in the making. Obviously, the car's been sitting for a while. So ultimately, like I said, this is what's left of a 06 Honda Civic Coupe. Just by looking at it like this, probably never even see it's a Honda Civic Coupe. I did cut off the bottom of the car, about 10 inches worth of car. Used to be here, went down. What I like is obviously the rake on the windshield and the door opening, which is really large. I still actually might have to increase that, believe it or not. We're going to have to do some testing, seeing how to get in and out of the car. I might have to push this back a little bit further, we'll see. One problem still remains. Okay, so this whole front firewall needs to come forward, I'd say a good 6 inches. That's not a problem because what I've left in here is there's still a master brake cylinder and there's actually some additional metal, sheet metal that needs to come off of the existing firewall that it's going to allow me to slide it forward the 6 inches I need. So nothing major, nothing that can't be cut easily and still salvage pretty much everything. One thing I really like about doing it this way is not only do I have the windshield, but I also have the windshield, I guess you call it the mount or dash really. So the body line under there, I'm already going to have that. So it's a huge, huge step forward and it's going to allow me to save a lot of time, as well as these door jambs. So now I don't have to recreate these door jambs and the weather stripping that goes with them. So very, very excited, can't tell, that this is going to really get the project back on track. So going to go ahead and, like I said, we'll go ahead and cut the firewall, get it pushed forward to the right spot, see if we can't get the deck lid over here, and see what you guys think. Here we have it. So what I have done is gone ahead and removed the master brake cylinder. I also notched the firewall slightly. So that allowed me to push this whole cab forward to where I want it to be. If you just notice, it's probably about 6 inches from the last little clip there. Didn't actually go ahead and record it because it's really just unbolting things and it's really not that interesting. So as you can see now, I've also gone ahead and installed the seat, just temporarily, just kind of sitting on some plywood there just to give it a reference point. So that's going to be really good. It looks like we're going to be able to salvage the steering column, pretty much all of the interior. It'll be reworked. Going to have a larger panel there, like a big flat screen in the middle, similar to like a Tesla. But that gives us an idea, at least some starting points to use for pickups. The next thing I got to do is figure out how much of this I want to keep. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've used this just laser, construction laser, and established body lines basically side to side. So we know that this is kind of our, don't want to go past point, and this is kind of our starting point here. So what we've got to do next is see where, hey Anthony,
Yeah.
give me a hand.
Coming.
Hit your bike. All right, so as you can see, I got it, go ahead and step aside for a second. So as you can see here, this is the Corvette C7 deck lid. Still needs to be massaged and worked, but this is what I'm trying to actually kind of get into the roof line here. It actually does have a nice roof line, just need to figure out where this needs to exist. One of my concerns is when you lift this hood, I want to be able to clearly see the motor inside there. So, and also it's sticking out just a little too far in the back because we don't actually have a room for a latch mechanism. So I'm going to cut this here and see what it looks like. And if I don't like it, I'm going to keep cutting until I get to a point where I do like it. So Anthony, we'll go ahead and pull it off now. We'll get this thing cut. I can't even believe it. It worked on the first go round. This is unbelievable. I usually have to do things 10, 15 times before they actually work. But so anyway, let's kind of just review real quick. So what you saw there, I was cutting the roof yet again. When I originally cut the Honda, I basically just cut right along the back glass and just was trying to separate the car and get the cab. What I did after that is these tape lines here, I basically established a line, a parallel line, just across the B-pillar, just as a point of reference, really. Then from that line, I basically measured out 9 1/4 inches and said, okay, that's where we're going to start cutting. I anticipated that I might actually have to cut all the way up to the B-pillar. But as luck would have it, or maybe it's just being good, and now it's probably more luck, really, to be honest with you. This actually worked on the very first cut. So after I squared everything up, we've got a very, very nice line going across here. No thing that basically surprises you. What you'll see over there is a fiberglass rod. Pretty hard to see on camera. This is not going to be the roof. Ultimately, what's going to happen, there's going to be a skin across this. This sunroof is going to be closed up. That roof will actually carry across, kind of pick up some more aggressive body style cues. So it'll just be bonded to the top of this. Obviously, that section right there, the middle section there across the B-pillar, that has to be completely reworked. But this is kind of where we're at right now. Pretty excited about that, and I actually think this is really a good stopping point for this video. Get you kind of caught up to speed, and in the next video, I'm actually going to be removing all those skins because I don't like them. So we're going to change it up. That'll help establish the body lines. We'll keep all of the structure members in place, but we'll just kind of remove the fascia skins and start sculpting our own. So yeah, so it's going to be the next video. So if you've liked what you saw, hey, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Hey, tell me what you kind of think in the comments below. What do you like? Do you like this the style? I actually like it a lot. But let me know what you think. So anyway, thanks again.